Hey guys, it's Joe here, and welcome to my channel, Not So Average Joe. So I'm now going to be reacting to the new trailer for Annabelle Homecoming. I think it's Annabelle Comes Home. I don't think it's a mishmash between Spider-Man Homecoming and Annabelle Comes Home. It'd be amazing if that was the case. What a random film that would be. But anyway, this is a trailer reaction for Annabelle Comes Home. It's the third Annabelle in the series. I wasn't too keen on the first one. I think that was a bit too cliched and bit into territory that we see a lot with horror films, and which was a bit of a shame because I loved The Conjuring. I loved The Conjuring 2. Annabelle was the first slip up, in my opinion, slight slip up, along with The Nun, which I really, although visually it looked good, I hated the film. I really did not like that film. However, what I will say is that I really enjoyed the second Annabelle film, and I thought the sort of the prequel as to how Annabelle was created and the orphanage home, I really enjoyed that one. And that leads me to have my fingers crossed in the belief that the third one's going to be great. Hopefully it will be. They should have, they've learned from all their other outings with The Conjuring, etc., how to make horror films and how to really bring period horror films back from the brink, because a lot of newer period horror films really don't cut the mustard, although I did like The Woman in Black as well, for instance. So anyway, let's just get straight into the third Annabelle film without me blabbering on about nothing, and we'll have a quick reaction, a brief discussion about the trailer and my reaction and what we see. Let's get straight into it.
Everything you see in here is either haunted, cursed, or has been used in some kind of ritualistic practice. Nothing's a toy. It's safer for these things to be in here than out there.
Ooh, is this a
Sometimes it's better
sequel
to keep the genie in the bottle.
to The Conjuring? Hopefully that'll be
Does
interesting.
your parents keep any creepy stuff around?
We keep it all locked away
I
in a
think
room
it is.
so that we're safe. It's not really good for anyone to go in there.
This family should not have friends over for sleepovers, I can tell you that right now. Ooh, I just saw that head move. There's the music box.
What'd you do to get in there?
Don't be stupid, come on. Why is it with rocking chairs? Every time.
I like your doll.
No. What are we talking
What
about?
did you do? I let her out. Who? Annabelle. I'm sorry. What else did you touch? Everything.
Ooh, interesting.
Can I play with Annabelle?
I think you have the wrong house. There's no Annabelle here.
Yes, she is.
That's the original Annabelle from the second film.
Like how my mom sees things.
The doll. It's a beacon for other spirits.
They're officially calling it Conjuring Universe now. Oh no. Not under the covers. That was horrible, which is amazing, that when I say things are horrible in a horror film trailer or in a horror film, it means it's good, it's great. Oh, you know what? This looks like it's going to be amazing. I'm really excited about this in terms of the fact that it's actually a sequel to The Conjuring, and they've officially called it like The Conjuring Universe. So obviously they're going to create a lot more films out there. It's not going to be quite like the Avengers, but you know what I mean, like the Marvel Cinematic Universe. But it's really interesting. It's a sequel to The Conjuring, and obviously it's a sequel to the other Annabelle films as well. But it seems to start off not directly, but relatively directly after the first Conjuring, where we see Annabelle in the box. And obviously, if you allow your child into your house when you know all of that stuff's in there, and you invite them out for sleepovers, oh, all of this stuff's in the basement, but don't touch it. Obviously they're going to touch it. They're kids, and like, oh, I don't believe in ghosts. I'm going to touch this doll. I'm going to touch this music box. I'm going to touch this creepy ass skull with crystals for eyes, all of that sort of stuff. And you know what's going to happen. You know things are going to go wrong. Creepy ass rocking chairs again, the usual cliche stuff, the creepy music in the music box, which we saw from the original Conjuring. I should take a breath. I'm talking too fast right now. And that end with the covers. I can't deal with anything under the covers, not since I saw The Grudge, the original Grudge, where the sister of the main character, after visiting the house and leaving pretty quickly, she gets home and she's got that little boy in the elevator as she goes to every floor. You see him through the door, and she gets home, and the Grudge girl, when she looks under covers, she's right there, the woman, and then suddenly the sister disappears through the bed, and you don't hear or see from her ever again. She's gone, she's dead. That was such a terrifying scene, and I hate anything that under the bed is a cliche, and I'm used to that. Under the covers is also a cliche, because I think we saw things under the covers in, oh god, I don't know what other film it was it The Orphanage? I don't remember anymore. It's also a cliche, but I just hate it. I hate anything like that. So let me just quickly go back, and what else do we see from this? So it should be interesting. She says she touched everything. You didn't see her touch the box that Annabelle was in, and you didn't see her open it. She just disappeared. Maybe that was just off camera, or maybe it's going to be in the film. We just don't see. Oh, yeah, we don't see it. You can see the priest there. He's obviously blessing all of the haunted objects that are possessed and, you know, got a mind of their own, a bit like Chucky in a way. And so why this girl went into the basement, I fucking don't know. But then again, this girl looks like she possibly might be a babysitter. She looks a bit older than the other one. Possibly. Yeah, she's touching the typewriter. I'm just watching the trailer as I talk now. And yeah, you definitely see that mask move. You definitely 100% see that mask move. I'm guessing that's maybe after she touched it. I don't know. And the monkey's mouth moved as well. That is creepy. The little clapping monkey toy. Yeah, his mouth opened. Not good. Warning, positively do not open. You know, as a child, if you see that, you're going to probably touch it or open it. You know, she's at the age where she's not going to be scared of everything like a younger child. She might be more curious than anything else. And you know what? I don't believe in ghosts. I may have when I was younger, don't anymore. So she might have just decided, you know what, I'll touch everything. It's not really going to be anything that scary. I don't believe it. And then that creepy man around the corner. Well, yeah. Don't know what that's. It's probably just a ghost, I'm guessing. Then as we get on into the trailer, it's all about, you know, because you awoken all of these things, all of these spirits, all of these demons in the objects that have been found and put in that basement. So you see the original girl from, I think, Annabelle Creation, the second Annabelle, where you see the original Annabelle was a girl. She got hit by a car and killed, and then he created the doll and named it Annabelle after his daughter. But Annabelle's spirits, as well as the demon, or the demon in the form of Annabelle, went inside the doll, a bit like Chucky, and basically Annabelle is now a living thing inside. It's being controlled by some sort of demon, by some sort of spirit, and she comes back. The girl comes back, so she's the real Annabelle. That's why she's there to portray. She's basically the physical form of Annabelle that can move and talk, whereas the actual doll Annabelle can't move or talk by itself. Interesting. I don't know who this other woman is though. Is she? I don't know, the other girl's mother. She might be the other girl's mother. She could be Vera Farmiga's sister, not the real life sister that was in The Nun, but the other one playing her. It's a weird mix of family connections to these films here. So Lorraine Warren said the doll's a beacon for other spirits, and that's very much like Insidious. It just reminds me of Insidious with the spirits in the background, and they're coming inside the house and they've got to sort out. Funny enough, we got cast from Insidious here in this film, so it looks like it's almost like they're gonna make this the Insidious as well as as well as the Conjuring type series all amalgamate together, maybe as part of the cinematic universe of the Conjuring. I don't know, because it seems like they're it's too coincidental. It's almost like a link between the two. That would be crazy, you know. I don't think that is the case. It just looks that way. But anyway, it's very Insidious like, and its plot, by the looks of it, quite Insidious heavy. However, it all revolves around Annabelle. Otherwise, why would Annabelle be in the title? So all of these other creatures are here. Annabelle's like opened a portal, or she's the entrance to the portal or whatever. And Lorraine Warren can still see dead people. She still sees ghosts, and it happens a hell of a lot more now, I think. I'm guessing. God, the clapping monkey has a nice part in this film by the looks of it. Whatever spirit or demon is possessing that. And interesting, the blonde woman has coins on her eyes. To me, that seems like it's a spoiler for the film, so I'm sure people know what coins in the eyes mean. If you're worried about a spoiler, just don't, just skip 10 seconds. But basically, coins in the eyes mean that that character's dead, so it seems like the blonde girl, whoever she is, blonde woman, has been killed. And that's a big plot giveaway, so I hope that isn't the case. But we'll see. There, a lot of people could have missed it. I didn't miss it because it is quite obvious. Something like coins on the eyes is quite visually obvious when it comes to it when watching this trailer. Just lots of running down corridors, running inside the house, and you can see the little girl as Annabelle grow in the light to an adult Annabelle, which is the ghost or the demon possessing Annabelle. Lots of screaming at the end, lots of being dragged at the end, which is very typical of a trailer of this kind. And then you've got a weird girl in front of a projector screaming like she's possessed, like The Exorcist. And why this is really interesting, and why this is extremely interesting actually, because I can see in the background, this was from The Nun. You see the projection from The Nun with the creature being, by this man being exorcised, a man that was playing that weird French-Canadian character in The Nun in Romania, and he's been exorcised because he's got the demon inside him. And it's interesting, and the girl in the foreground is another person possessed while that's being filmed and projected. Who is that girl in the foreground? Maybe it's just something Lorraine Warren can see, and once again it's going to connect them all together, a bit like the ending of The Nun, which I did like, the way it connected The Conjuring and the woman that was in The Conjuring. I've forgotten her name, the mother character, and she was at the end of The Nun, just for the purpose of seeing the scenes, and that sort of links it directly to The Conjuring, with her getting Lorraine and Ed Warren to come to her house because she thinks it's possessed or haunted. So this is really, really interesting. I like that idea. That's why they're calling it the Conjuring Universe, because they're connecting them all a bit like the Marvel Universe. They're all connected to some degree, and it's really interesting. I hope there's not another Nun film. I really didn't like that character and in The Nun, and it was destroyed in the second Conjuring, so I hope they leave The Nun where it is. They can keep going with the Annabelle though. If it's as good as the previous one or better, the trailer looks a lot better, then I'll be excited and I cannot wait. I mean, visually it looks like it's going to be a lot of scares, a lot of good scares in it. Hopefully it's not too reliant on the jump scares. There's going to be a lot of eerie creepiness, as you can tell with the music. What The Conjuring does well is its music. I thought the music in the second Conjuring especially was amazing, and they can keep that up. That'll be great. And yeah, obviously just the bits under the covers and the sleeping, it's all quite cliche but expected, and it's just, either way, it's not very nice to look at. I don't think the jump scare at the end was great with the girl coming out past the Annabelle doll. I would think it would have been better if the Annabelle doll just suddenly sprung into her face. I mean, that would have been more scary, but at the end of the day, it's a trailer. That's just that. We don't know how it's going to go. We don't know how much it's going to be in the next trailers. Anyway, that's the first trailer for Annabelle, and thank you for watching. So just make sure you like and subscribe, and any other things that you think in the trailer that I've missed, or any other predictions about this universe for The Conjuring or about this film in particular, just let me know in the comments below. And make sure you keep watching, and in a couple of weeks I'll be doing my Game of Thrones live reaction, so join me for that as well. It will probably be released on the 15th or the 14th in the USA if I'm quick enough at editing. So thank you for watching again, and I'll see you next time.